Hello everyone, my name is Brandon, and today we're going to be applying stylometry to the Unabomber case. Stylometry is a field of linguistics analysis, and it's the study of writing styles through the use of mathematical methods. The Unabomber is an infamous mathematician. He was arrested on domestic terrorist charges. Uh, Part of what led to his arrest was the FBI's use of linguistics analysis. And there's been a lot of advancements in stylometry since then, and also in machine learning and data visualization. So we are going to perform our own analysis. Before we do that, there's some ethics to go over. So Ted Kaczynski, he basically killed people to bring attention to his critiques on society. Um, this is not legitimate. Hiding in a cabin and mailing bombs to university professors is extraordinarily cowardly, but we're not going to focus on his beliefs in this report. We're just going to focus on the applied use of stylometry. So here's all of our imports. The first thing we got to do is parse in the data. Basically, the only place you can get these letters is through this third-party archive. So we're going to scrape the letters out of the HTML just with some basic web scraping. We also have the Unabomber manifestos, this long document that he wrote. These are the letters he sent to the news organizations. And the Ted and Dave letters, these are the letters his brother turned in with them talking back and forth. And then we have Charles Darwin letters just as a control. So the first plot we're going to look at, this is basically like what you would do in recommendation algorithms. And you're just counting the words, term frequency. IDF is punish the word if it appears in a bunch of documents. This is going to give us a 5,000 dimension array. Well, we can't plot that, so we're going to do PCA to squeeze that down to 3 dimensions. All right, so this is what we got. Darwin's in the orange by himself. That's what we should expect. We also removed stop words, so this is less about style and more about content. All right. And what we see here is we can actually see the content has overlapped a lot between Ted and his brother, which is what we should expect, right? Because these are brothers talking to each other. All right, so the next plot we're going to look at is Fox and Whisker based on the average sentence length. And one thing we notice is that Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, writes longer sentences than his brother on average. And it's sort of consistent with the manifesto and the letters. All right, so this is sort of a weak stylometry method, but it's still valid. Another one that I read about is 6 grams method. Basically, you partition words into up to 6 characters, and you keep in the stop words this time, and that'll give you more of an indication on style. We see Darwin clustering. We see the manifesto clustering on its own, sort of. Get rid of that. And we do see some clustering between the TED letters and the Unabomber letters. But we also see a little bit of clustering with the brother and the Unabomber letters. So the next one is we're going to combine the two. This is on words with the stop words. And hopefully we can try and get Ted by himself. But actually, we're not that successful. Technically, it does have slightly more points, but it's not significant. All right, so, and this is the last, this last plot isn't my code. It's Dr. Sullivan. This is what I base a lot of this on. He just came out with this last month, and it's Burrell's Delta, which is a popular way of doing this. I really couldn't get much out of this, but I wanted to include it for completeness. All I did was just modify the load text so that it'll take in my data frame, and this is what you get. I really can't make much out of it. So in conclusion, yeah, Ted's writing style is similar to the Unabomber letters. However, so is his brother's, and his brother is the one that turned him in. So stylometry is obviously can be a useful tool, but it has its limitations. And another thing is, should we expect that, right? And I think the answer is probably yes. It could be a limitation on the letters aren't long enough, but two brothers that grow up together probably are going to have the same writing style, so it's not that unusual. So that's why you really can't use this stuff by itself. And Dr. O'Sullivan recommends that you don't use it to try to catch students cheating using AI, and because it has its limitations, and we can see that here. All right, so that is everything for this. I hope this was informative, and thank you for watching.